Which prince is the very best? Prince Abby, Prince Abby. So clap your hands.
The death of Prince Abby, aka Absalom.
And sing with me.
Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there was a king called David, bouncing along in Israel. He was one of the greatest kings that kingdom had ever known, and a man who loved God and was loved by God and all the people in his kingdom. King David had many sons, and one of them was called Absalom. The Bible says that Absalom was beautiful. When people looked at him, they realized that he could have been a model. He had long hair and he was extremely attractive. His dad loved him so much, but Absalom had a bad heart. While his dad was sitting on his throne ruling the kingdom, Absalom started making plans to become king himself. He knew that out of all his father's sons, he would not become king once his father passed away. And so, while his father still lived, he started gathering all the people in the kingdom around him and said, Absalom is going to be king. Come, I'll judge you. So he gave the people gifts and treated them very nicely in order to win their favor. And everybody turned their faces to him in real please. The commander of David's army was Joab, and he came and warned King David, saying, David, you better take notice. Your son is gathering people around him. He's plotting to get rid of you. Hide quickly. Run away so that your son will not kill you. And so David ran away with all these officials. Joab and the army went out looking for Absalom. And David warned them and said, Don't kill or harm my son. But while Absalom was running away from David's army, his hair got stuck in a tree. His horse ran away under him, and there he was hanging from the tree. Now because David warned the people not to harm his son, the army stood watching Absalom hanging in the tree, not lifting a finger. But when Joab came along, he took his sword and he ran it through Absalom, killing him right on the spot. When the news reached David, David's heart was broken. Even though his son had hurt him so much and had wanted to harm himself, he couldn't bear the news that his son had died. Nevertheless, David returned to his throne, and the kingdom was at peace again. What we learn from this sad story is that our hearts must always be turned to God. We shouldn't be looking for power for ourselves, looking to exalt ourselves. The Bible teaches us clearly that God puts people on the throne, and not we ourselves. The end.
Which king is the very best? King David. King David. So clap your hands, stamp your feet,